We're here, and it's Candid Talk Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. And it's Thursday, the best night of everybody's life when they get to see me and Steve. Well,
That's right.
Y'all don't get to see Steve. He don't like to use his little Android phone to go live. It don't.
Nah, it don't be working right in
here. It don't work for him. He says
it's not Android. It's iPhone.
it's an iPhone.
It is an iPhone.
Oh,
this the Plus.
Which one?
The latest one was that 7
Plus.
Yeah.
Why do your phone look different than mine?
I got this the case.
Wow. Whew, I'm trying to think of that question. But how was your week? About this weather?
We've been cool. I mean, it's December. It's Chicago. This is how it go. Like, I mean, this is Chicago.
It is Chicago. 14 degrees earlier today. When I just left home a little while ago, it was down to 7.
Yeah, see, we got a little spoiled last year.
Yeah, it was a -1 this morning. Of course, CPS did not close the schools. Megan didn't go. Megan had school too. I mean, a lot of schools were open, except in the north and the western suburbs.
Yeah, a lot of the suburbs, suburbs, they was like, nah.
Well, this type of weather, if it's no snow, like if it was snow and stuff, yeah, I would say, okay, yeah, close them. But to me, a lot of the city kids, they have to walk. Out by me, if you live a mile from the school or more, you get a bus. See, I'm right down the street, so Megan, she gets a ride anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't. I think you only saw the kids getting off the bus and walking to their homes, and you didn't really see too much walking. But when I came into the city, there was walking. I'm like, it's freezing, and they have these kids walking. But at the end of the day, it's been a very interesting week. It's still gonna be colder this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, it's gonna get colder, and we're gonna get quite a bit of snow.
Are we really getting that snow?
5 to 10 inches.
See, because I was in Detroit last weekend, Bears-Lions game. Bears lost, great game. A lot of brave people since Trump got into office. I like to touch on that. A lot of them. Mm-hmm. But coming back, parts of the 94 were shut down in Michigan because they don't get out like the state of Illinois. They have plow trucks and everything, not Michigan. I mean, it was like I don't know if you guys heard on the news, but it was like 193 car pileup.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
So we thought that we were going to have to get off and.
Well, there's a reason why they're doing it. They're trying to keep that snow and turn it into water, so they have some good water.
Wow. So.
That's what I'll be doing. I'll be outside with some jars.
So it was funny though, because it was like, they were talking smack and we were like, yeah, we'll bring y'all some water type thing,
mm-hmm.
Because they were like really, the Bears should have won that game. There were a lot of flags, a lot of unnecessary flags.
I don't even know why you sitting here talking about the Bears.
Hey, Bessie, no, it was. I mean, it was a really good game until someone behind us turned it racial.
I think the GM needs to be fired. The general manager needs to be fired. He absolutely has no clue what he's doing with football. I'm not even sure he watched football.
Some rum punch. Do you have some tonight? I will stop on my way. But knowing you, Monica, it's not going to be until Friday or Saturday. I'll even bring Steve and Belinda. They love rum punch also. Look at that face. Don't he look like he like rum punch? Miss Monica McCain, she is the general manager of Joe's Caribbean Jerk Chicken on 40.
I've been to Joe's.
What's that, 43rd?
In King Drive?
In King Drive.
Something like that.
Is it 47?
No, 47
King Drive, right across from the
I just remember it was upstairs it was upstairs from Jokes and Notes.
Yeah, well, Jokes and Notes is now gone.
Yeah, I was mad that they got rid of Jokes and Notes.
Take away Jokes and Notes. So many comedians got their start here in Chicago. Okay, so I had a question that was sent to me, and I don't want to go off to try to remember this question, but it's kind of coming back to me a little bit, and it's regarding almost something similar to last week, but is a couple married.
Mm-hmm.
They both have exes. But they're married, they both have kids. Do the step parents still buy gifts for the kids
Wait. Okay, so They're married, but
They're
they
married.
have kids
Mhm.
from
Previous relationships.
previous relationships.
Mhm.
Okay, and you asking, do
The
the
new wife doesn't feel, well, she's not that new. They've been together for maybe about a year, but she doesn't feel like
she should
she
buy?
should have to buy the gifts. Well, the husband she makes more than him. His company kind of downsized, so he's really just like doing a lot of consultant work. So he doesn't have a steady paycheck, but she does.
Yeah.
Have a steady paycheck and make very good money, but she wants her money to be for her kids' Christmas stuff, and he need to try to figure it out for his. And we had this discussion about, hey, when you marry, it's us, it's we, it's
Yeah. Your kids is my kids.
Right.
I mean, the thing about it though is that
all the way from
and they all and all
Texas.
these and all the kids live. They all live together.
No, the boy and the girl live with, from the father's side, lives with their mom, of course. She has a beautiful home. They got separate bedrooms when they come over because she has 2 kids also. So I think they have like a 6-bedroom, 3.5-car garage. Nice home, beautiful home. So she said she made it personal for them because she decorated their room. They have their own rooms, da 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 da. But you did all that, but now you're trying to say you don't want to get the kids anything for Christmas. Well, I'm not gonna say she's not gonna get anything, but she's gonna get them like a sweater or something. But so when his kids come over, because he has them for Christmas, they're gonna get to open up the one gift versus her kids opening up a room full of gifts. So again, when you get married, Sabrina, yeah, I have to say your name because she kind of, when you get married, Sabrina, you have to commingle the families.
Absolutely, I agree. That's.
Hey, Annette.
I think that's just me personally. I think it's a little wrong to because at that point you're pretty much setting a precedent that these are my stepchildren.
Right, and I can't stand that word step. They're your kids.
And that's the thing, though. And if she, yeah, they shouldn't do that. Unfortunately, there are a lot of couples that are like that. A lot of married people are like that. And just in my personal opinion, I can't speak on everybody or everything, but I just think that from what I've seen, when I've seen like, when you have blended families, that when both the parents treat all the kids like as if they're own,
right,
it just works better.
It works better because you're setting that precedent, like my kids are better than yours. And to me, that's how I'm looking at it, because kids are innocent. Now the kids are, and this is kind of the part that kind of really peeled me off about her, because her 2 kids are 4 and 6, and his kids, they're a year apart, 7 and 8. So they're still all in that little same little group. If you add in the age group, in the age bracket, where you should not be, they're small kids, they're still little kids. You don't treat kids, I'm just gonna say this, you need to get divorced. Because you're gonna treat my kids any kind of way. You don't need to be with. And that's the thing, y'all dated for like a year and a half. So I don't know what they did last Christmas, but now that this is his year for his kids. And then she says, oh well, the mother need to send their stuff over. Since they not gonna be with her, she need to send all their stuff over here. But I'm like, how do you rationalize that?
But I do agree.
But they may want to open gifts with their mom too. I don't feel like the father does not make that less money where he can't go out and get his kid. But when you get married, do your money turn into our money?
It's supposed to.
Well, some households, but okay, your money turned into our money, people, when you get married. Hey, Makina, you didn't join us today. You suck. But I'm saying your money it's our money.
No, I totally agree. But at the same time though, and I'm just playing devil's advocate. I think, and let's just say, is the real mother, the biological mother, is she providing gifts for these kids?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean,
But she gave the dad a couple of things to get. She got all the big stuff, but she gave him a couple of things like, hey, and she said she was nice about it because I talked to her too. They're both my friends, but she was like, and Chris, I gave him the simple stuff to get, like, so your kids will see that, you know, daddy got us some stuff too. She said the reason I'm not gonna send all the stuff. She said I don't mind if she would have asked me in a better way, but she kind of demanded that I send. No. See, because I'm not, and told her, because I'm not gonna go out and buy your kids stuff because your kids be breaking everything. They're kids. Well, they're going to break. Well,
let me say this.
Oh, you gonna say? Hold on, Makita and Latasha are out talking about they celebrating the completion of her degree, but notice they didn't invite us. Can you give them the face? You too. So they just used us last week. That's what that was about. Trifling.
But yeah.
Happy birthday, Sydney. Happy birthday, Vanessa. And happy birthday, Kiana. And all you December babies. It's too many of y'all.
But yeah, like I was saying, I can see certain parameters of it. Like, I'll give you an example. If I feel that, hey, first of all, you and your ex-wife or ex-girlfriend or whatever she was, you guys need to figure it out first.
Yeah.
You guys need to figure it out first for y'all kids.
But she said, the thing about it is, she said that she didn't do this when they were dating. She said all of a sudden they got married. Well, Angel said that Sabrina didn't do this until they got married.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if the mother has already gotten gifts and the father,
hey Natasha,
and the father, whatever the guy's name, he at that point he needs to talk to his wife and say, hey, I need help getting these kids.
He did,
and she said no. Well, I mean, hey, is she?
It's been a tense 2 weeks in their household because I'm getting it in both ears, like. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you guys.
I'm going to be honest with you. That's something that they should possibly go to counseling for, or maybe they can possibly come to some type of middle ground agreement. But the thing about it, though, is that you'll be very surprised how common this is. I'll give you an example. I
just don't feel like it should be common. If you marry somebody with kids,
let me tell you something.
It's the holidays, birthday, that they become your family.
Like, I'll give you an example. I had a member in my own family. They had a cousin, and she was with this guy. They had their youngest kid together, and they were together 10 years, and they actually lived together for about 8 of those years. Now, from her previous marriage, she had 2 other boys.
Okay.
Right? So when they came around for family events and stuff, we thought they were one big family. So come to find out, one day we were all talking about, you know, about how, like, the men in the family have to step up and this and this and this. And one of my cousins tried to condemn us for not stepping up for her kids.
Okay.
And we were like, well, how can we do that when they got a, you know, guy, he's been there for 10 years.
Yeah.
Because their father isn't in their life.
Okay.
He there for 10 years. Come to find out, and we didn't know this, he absolutely doesn't deal with them. He doesn't, barely even speaks to them. When he goes and buys things, he buys things only for his son. And he goes and gets something to eat, he only gets something to eat for his son and yet for him and his son. And he completely neglects them. And they were together and lived together for 8 years.
Oh, wow.
And we had no clue. And we were like, how can you get on us about something? We thinking they one big happy family, and they never was.
I just, like I said, I don't see that. And I guess I'm fortunate because, like, my husband just includes all of us, and then I include all of his. Like you say, I say, hey, I got grandkids, even though I'm too young to be somebody's grandmama in my book, but I got like 6 of them, you know. But hey, I say they're my grandkids because my kids had them, you know. And it's just a weird feeling when I hear stories like this, knowing that I have friends
Well, that's because I mean,
I have friends who have just taken in other kids and like, I mean, my son's friends call me mama. I'm just like, I'm everybody's mama, you know, that type of
but
thing.
it's not like that no
It's
more.
not like that.
It's
But
not like that anymore. Like nowadays,
I just feel don't hurt the kids. Don't hurt. Kids are innocent in this. And if you knew that man had kids before you said I do whatever, you knew. So at the end of the day, why you want to marry him? Hey, Sister Lisa from Detroit, why you want to marry him and you're not gonna treat his kids fair? You gonna say, well, Chris, they mama can buy their stuff, but they in your household too. They're spending, this is his year to have them for Christmas. They become your kids. You can't say, girl, well, my kids got this. Girl, my kids got a room full. What you getting other ones? Girl, probably get them a sweater or outfit or something. Oh, they gonna have that one thing open while your kids sit up there opening everything. I mean,
but just to play devil's advocate, I will say this. If I were her, and my first question, if her husband came, to her and she was like, okay, so what is the mother doing? Is she, you know what I'm saying? Is she coming up with gifts?
And he told her yes, but she asked me to get these certain gifts.
Right. And then at that point, just in my opinion, and I'm not saying I'm right or if I'm wrong, at that point, your husband is asking for financial help. If you guys are one, regardless if it's for his kids, if it's to pay bills, or whatever it is, he's asking you for financial help and you are refusing. And in my opinion, this is not quite a marriage. This is more of a convenience thing. Because if I can't depend on my own wife to hold me down,
right,
then financially, until I get things right, then why are we doing this?
Why are we doing it?
Why are we doing this? Because I mean, that's because my thing is what if he get the money from another woman? Will she be upset?
Yeah, I mean, but the other thing is that her first husband before her had a daughter. The daughter is older, but I'm sending her about 6 or 7 gifts. But then you won't claim your husband that you married to now kids, but you gonna claim your ex-husband daughter. Well, that's different. I raised her, but you finna help him raise these two. That's what I said. I don't believe in the stepkids. No, I have 7 kids. No, I got 6 grandkids. I don't believe in. I think
there's also.
She is upset because she is really upset because of the job situation with him. And that's the bottom line. And I think that she think by not doing stuff for his kids, you not just hurting them, you hurting you hurting your relationship.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. And we've talked about this on Venus versus Mars.
Talked about this before.
Women really trip me out how they want a man to do all this stuff for them. But the second he fall on hard times and needs you to hold down the fort just until he get on, you mistreat him. This is exactly why men act the way they do, because women only treat us good when we own. That's it. They only want us when we own. And that goes in relationships, that goes in marriages. Yeah. They don't want nothing to do with a man unless he got the paper.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. And it's crazy. Like now, marriage is not marriage. It's only a business transaction. And if you can't hold up your side of the business deal, then it's like they be ready to be up. Matter of fact,
my marriage is not a business deal. My marriage is a marriage.
We'll see. No, just playing.
Yeah, I guess I can say the same thing for your first lady sitting over there.
We met broke.
So did we.
We met broke. We got no. We didn't have any jobs when we met.
Whatever.
We was whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I keep telling you, quit believing the hype.
I'm not worried about my wife wanting me for my money.
We not fancy. We okay. We not fancy.
I know Pastor feel that way, but
what do you mean? Oh, please.
But light bright over here. I don't know.
Hey, Sharpa.
I don't know if she can. I don't know.
Hey, sometimes you have to learn to adjust, and sometimes adjusting is not easy. I'm not gonna say it's easy for me, but I do adjust. Yeah, I might still want certain things a certain way because that's what I was used to doing. But maybe at the moment I'm probably high strung about it. But then at the end of the day, when I think about it, hey, that's not feasible. That's just not a good idea.
I don't know. If you guys have any responses to this situation, please call 708-223-8953. Number again, 708-223-8953. Yeah, I'm really sitting back and I've actually heard these type of stories.
But it's crazy to me. You don't mistreat kids. You don't mistreat kids. You don't mistreat. You don't mistreat kids. Bottom line.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in total agreement with you. But there are a lot of people that really feel that, hey, those are you and her
kids, right?
So you guys need to work that out. When it comes down to stuff like that, you guys need to work that out. Now, I'm not saying that that's right or if that's wrong, but the part that I feel that is really wrong is that the husband came to his wife
and asked her
for financial help, and she refused.
Right. You tell their mama to do it.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
In my opinion, that is a problem. That is a problem. That is a huge problem.
You know, baby, hey, you know, my job is not going well, and you know, I'm not making as much money as when we first got together. You know, I need to get couple of the mom sent a list over for me to get a couple of things for the kids. It's not a big list. Just need, you know, you mind helping me out with this until, you know, I can get back into making my money. No, those are your kids, and what's she doing for? I mean, it turned into a full blown argument. Oh, you still sleeping with her? You know, no, he just asking you, can you help him with get his kids some nice stuff for Christmas? List not that long. The mother already got the big stuff. She just asked you to get the little things.
Right.
I have issues with her.
Even if they are little, he still may not be able to afford it.
Right. And if it's obviously he's not able to afford it because he
let me tell you something. I will say this. I do congratulate the mother of the kids for considering his situation, because she actually didn't have to.
She did not have to.
She didn't have to. She was like, okay, I understand you in a slump. I'll take on the PlayStations and the stuff. You get the clothes and
that's actually what she got.
Yeah,
PlayStation.
But I mean,
she got the son a PlayStation.
Right. Hopefully, her son not listening because he would know. But look, but what I'm just saying is I definitely congratulate her for being a grown up and just saying I'll eat this I'll take this L this year for the kids because of what's going on.
Right.
And to me, that's what raising kids despite your indifferences. That's what it's all about. Now, their wife though.
Yeah, she need to be an ex. I'm sorry.
Their wife, I don't know, man.
My husband's kids are grown, but it's not gonna make me treat them any different because they grown. They all have children. So like, we're in a store, baby. What are you getting? What are you getting, Cam? What are you getting, Jalen? You know, what are you getting, Charlie? You know, the girls' names are always gets me. But you know what I'm saying. I'm asking, what are we getting the kids? What do we want to get? And then like today, he sent me this thing with this Cam might want this and Jalen, but never in my mind is it going to my head like, these are your grandkids. No, these are our grandkids.
The only way that I could ever feel any type of validity within her reasoning is if she was like, hey, I can't even get my kids everything they need.
You should see the stuff she got.
You said I said only if, but you say that's not the case at all.
That's not the case. At all.
If she was to say, hey, because of the situation, I can't afford to.
Yeah.
Then I can't. Then at that point, it's just you guys just don't have the finances to get the things that you would like to get your children, and you would just have to come up with a master plan to subsidize what it is. So it might not be able to get the PlayStation 4, but PlayStation 3 on sale.
But at the end of the day, I was on the phone on the way here, and at the end of the day, she, the ex-wife was like, you know what? She said, this is really crazy to me. I never would have thought that she would want to treat my kids different. She said, so, I'm going to probably go out myself and get the stuff that I asked him to get, even though I know that I did my part. I wanted him to have a little bit into it. She said, but, I find it that I'm going to probably have to just get the other stuff and, put from daddy and just have him come pick it up when they're not around so he can have it to put under the tree. She's like, I just never would have thought that out of her at all. When they were dating, she was nice as pie, call for the birthdays, what the kids need. And,
that's how they do. They change when you get married.
Once he said I do or whatever, it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, because y'all change once you say I do.
And he looks at you, First Lady.
Can't say nothing because y'all on that.
I know. I don't know. I don't necessarily think that I don't necessarily. My husband will probably disagree. I don't really think I changed. I think that
the pastor could do no wrong.
He cannot do any wrong. But I think that as women, we get into this little. I have to check myself. I do, because I'm so used to being independent. I'm so used to doing everything on my own. I'm very used to that. And I mean, just like the most simplest thing, like today, I'm like getting ready to come here, right? And he always say the tiger is his favorite animal. I think he really thinks he's a tiger.
Who?
Tony.
Oh wow.
So Tony the tiger, right? So a lot of times, like, I don't hear him. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear him, and I'll turn around and he's right there. He scared the hell out of me today. I knew he was in the house, but just to turn around and oh my God, let me know that you're coming.
When it comes to marriage, it is
hey Kevin.
It is an adjustment. Like I'll give you an example. When I first got married, one thing that I always kept doing is I kept forgetting about my wife. Like when I say forgetting, I mean like if I get hungry, I'm just so used to just going and grab me a little 2-piece real quick.
Right.
I literally was forgetting, walk in the house and I'd be like, oh. Like it's actually been a few times where I had to be like, you know what?
Here you go.
I'm about to go get me some more. Because I mean, and it wasn't like it was intentional. It's just like me. I've never lived with someone else before.
Well, see, I mean, I've lived with people, but at the end of the day, I was with Satan for so many years, but I never thought to bring him nothing home. Hey, you on your own. Whatever you find, you get. But he was cool with that. Most of the time, he ate before he came home. But I was one of the people I cooked for the boys. Because hey, you grown,
right?
But like Tony, I'll cook for Tony. It may not be every day, like he may want it.
It should be
every day. A lot of times I'm gone. I'm doing things, and like today, I knew I was coming here.
What if you came home and it was like a woman there just cooking for him? Like
if it was a woman in my house cooking for him,
she just came to cook and she leave.
They both dead.
But you not cooking.
What you think this is?
But you not
in my house.
But you not okay. Let's not say
And in my house.
No, I do want to.
She better not even bring them nothing over in Tupperware.
Yeah, what if she brought it in Tupperware?
No.
So what are you supposed to starve?
No, I feed him. Like today, I knew I was gonna come to the radio. I knew I didn't have time. I knew I was getting in late. Hey, I stopped at Boston Market. Got him a meal. Let me tell you something.
It's this guy at my job, and she works too. His wife cooks him 2 meals and 2 snacks for him while he's at work every day. And when he gets home, he has a meal to eat.
Tony said, never going to happen. My wife is awesome.
Of course he's going to say that. Hey, Pastor, one day we going to get some cigars and talk for real. You know what I'm saying? We going.
He would never let a woman in my house to cook for him.
No. He would never do it.
Him a plate. He would never.
He ain't gonna let you know.
No, he's not.
He gonna pray over that food. Like, Father in heaven, yes, God, let this food be a nourishment to my body, and don't let baby hair Chris find out that Miss Parker across the street made this beef, whatever she made.
I ain't got to worry about the neighbors. I know he ain't gonna eat nothing from them. But no, what I'm saying is, you cook. And a lot of times I'm like, okay, I knew I was going to be rushing here. And I'm like, stopped at Boston Market, got him something to eat. Babe, your food is on the stove. And no, it was not my wonderful, fabulous, delightful, tasty, delicious food. No, wasn't even close. But he ate.
What did you feed him? Some hot dogs and some crackers?
No, he had a half a chicken. He had some broccoli and cauliflower and carrots.
So let me ask you this. Let's say hypothetically you were so busy for like 3 days and you didn't cook.
There's a Hershey's pie in the refrigerator.
You didn't cook. And one of the church members was like, Pastor, I just brought you back some I don't know what's some some baked chicken.
Oh, my church members can bring it. Yeah,
and
because
some
they cool.
macaroni.
Yeah, my church members can definitely bring him something to eat.
What about
he knew them before me.
What about at his job? Could a woman from his job bring him something to eat?
I wouldn't even have to worry about that because he wouldn't eat nothing that they would bring. I mean, that's just
you killing it. You killing it. But yeah, but I'm just saying.
Tony said I would cook for my wife and Megasaurus, which is Megan. No need for another woman to cook.
Pastor is always sucking up on IntellectualRadio.com.
My baby does not suck up. He just tells the
truth. He be
truth.
sucking up.
No, he does not.
I told you. Me and Pastor gonna go out. Do he smoke cigars?
No, he does not.
Okay, he gonna have a cigar with me. We gonna sit on the back porch. We gonna wait till all this ice melt. We gonna send you and Valinda away somewhere, and we gonna really talk.
I'm quite sure he will educate you.
Yeah, he gonna be like.
So maybe you do need the conversation, babe. Valinda said you need to talk to Steve.
He gonna be like. You know what? And she always wearing this Haji with these jewels on it. It's just.
I changed my hat, so you can stop talking about my hat.
He gonna be like.
He said no cigar, but can talk.
No cigars? Okay. Tell him I'll throw some stuff on the grill and, don't worry, we'll put a Bible right there so he can feel comfortable.
This is a pastor kid, y'all. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Don't get what?
I don't get how you are such a heathen.
I'm not a heathen. How am I a heathen? Because I speak the truth?
That's not the truth.
No, let me tell you something. I always tell people all the time, my father, the pastor, he's the one that has to have the filter. I don't.
He raised you. You have to have.
Oh, and let me explain something to you. And raised me well. I had a great childhood growing up. Raised me well. But one thing my father was always to me, he was always real with me. So I don't know no other way to be. You ask me.
You're not a heathen, but some of your little philosophies are like real special.
No, because I really, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really do think that church people.
They said they're gonna pray for you.
Pray, I need it. I think that a lot of church people are so delusional to what the world really is. See, I'm gonna be honest with you. I grew up in the hood. A lot of my friends, unfortunately, they didn't have they didn't have both parents in the home like I did. Mm-hmm. They didn't have the infrastructure that I had with
I had both parents in my home.
Yeah, with religion and stuff like that. They didn't have that, but they still my friends. We grew up together. So a lot of those things, when they deal with certain things, I know and I understand. Not that I've experienced all of it, but I understand. And I think that when it comes to church people, is that they so wrapped up in just this, that they have no clue what's going on the outside of them. Here they talk about bringing people to Christ, but they have no clue what the common person does or have to deal with, because they wrapped up in this.
You know what's funny that you said? It's like my mom does a soup kitchen on Tuesdays at the church, every Tuesday, and it's these two older women there. I think that they just want to do it and don't want my mom involved in it. My family has been in the church, Apostolic Pentecostal Church, Morgan Park, since like 1971. So you apostolic and you from Morgan Park? I got it. Go ahead, keep going. I get it. It's all coming now. It's all making sense now. Nevertheless, the jealousy and enviness, these are supposed to be saints or Christians, so to speak. And these two particular women, every Tuesday, well, maybe for the last 2 weeks, because I didn't see them, but I guess this past Tuesday, every Tuesday, these women have some type of attack on my mother. It's basically on my mother and my younger sister. Mm-hmm. Like if myself and my older sister are there, they don't try it. But as soon as me and my sister are not there, they come hard. They came hard for my mother and my sister and my niece on Tuesday, and one of my friends who went down there to help.
Like when you say came hard, like what you mean? Like
just very disrespectful, extremely. Now, see, I know me. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I have no filter. I could be in the church. My husband is a pastor. I know he probably be at night. I be feeling stuff dripping. I think he be putting bless oil on me while I'm sleeping. I'm gonna tell you now.
No man, I had so many bad jokes. I can't even say it.
No, it wasn't that. You were
pastor. I had so many jokes. So many jokes, but I can't say it.
What I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, there's just certain things I don't take.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take you disrespecting me in any form or fashion. I don't care who you are. I'm very particular and very protective. Even though a lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't be, when it comes to family.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to disrespect my mom, who'll be 80 years old. And you definitely not going to come after my sister. And my niece is like my baby. But then the helper had the nerve to come after my great niece. She only 4.
Yeah. I mean,
so therefore, Chris got to get up on Tuesday, get to Soup Kitchen.
But I'm telling you what we need to do.
It's gonna be on.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what we need to do. You ready for this?
He said, "Only put prayer oil on you twice."
Dad, I can't say what I can't talk about the. I can't talk about the man, a guy like that.
And Sherman, you're right. Some church folks are the worst. I have seen it, and my niece had to tell this particular lady, "You the reason why people my age don't want to come to church because you're a hypocrite in the things that you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be a Christian, and you sitting up here attacking and nitpicking and nagging and just being trifling."
And the thing about it, though, is like I said, is that I really do feel that the church, and I'm talking about the church in general.
In general,
okay. There's not every church, but the church is so out of touch of the everyday man and woman out here. They're so out of touch.
I'm gonna tell you, I think in the vows, it needs to be somewhere in there that respect your mate's kids. Respect, if they got kids from previous relationship. I think somewhere along the line there needs to be.
Well, you the pastor, whitetail pastor, to put that in his vows from now on.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm saying with anybody. You understand what I'm saying? I just think it's so disrespectful. Hey, Karen from New York. Love you, sis. But what I'm saying is that it's such a disheartening feeling to know that kids are being treated this way. And I mean, like, literally got off the phone with me. I probably was called every name in the book because I'm like, you wrong, you wrong, you wrong. Hey, I don't have nothing else to say, but you're wrong.
Let me tell you something. You know me. I'm all down for violence. They talking about violence doesn't solve anything. It solves everything.
Solves a lot of things.
Solves a lot of. Hey, look.
So you meet me at the church on Tuesday?
I can't hit no lady.
I ain't telling you. I'm just, because one of us gonna go to jail. I'm gonna have to get somebody to bail money.
Oh no, I'm gonna be the dude talking about world star
hip hop.
Right.
And you're right, Sherva. The church does not teach about blended families because the church doesn't believe in divorce. You have to think about that. I mean, in Catholic, can you even get a divorce? You got to go through so much to get a divorce if you're Catholic.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah, you have to go through so much, and then it's like the man can remarry, but the woman is never supposed to remarry again.
I don't know anything about
anybody Catholic on here because that is what I heard. I don't know how true it is. But I did,
and I could be wrong. I did hear something about
they can't get a divorce. They actually, if the man and the woman don't want to be together or whatever, they have to get it annulled. The priest has to okay it to be annulled. Like, how you gonna be married to me for 20 years and then you talking about we got to get an annulment and we got kids and everything?
Yeah, I don't know.
Washington?
I'm not that educated too much about Catholicism. I do know their beliefs only because I went to a Catholic school when I was in grammar school.
Hey, Alicia.
But
well, Sherva said, just like marriage counseling, there should be family counseling. Bless you. There should be family counseling when you're about to blend two families. You agree or disagree?
I would have to say through the regular counseling, that should be one of the biggest topics of discussion.
You don't think the kids should get together before the parents are?
No, because
this was funny
because it has to be a united front from mom and dad first.
Right.
Everything else will fall in line. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it really has to start with them. Now, if they start to get to a point where the kids are acting out and not accepting that, hey, I'm mommy now, I'm daddy now. Then you go to family.
What
But
if you have older kids? Like my kids are older. Tony's kids are older. I mean, the littlest one is Megan, and Tony's baby girl is she's 21.
But past the T is still the head of the household.
He definitely the head of the household, right?
You are still his wife. You all have to have that united front first.
Well, we did. The funny thing about it was the kids didn't meet. They really didn't meet.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony has an older daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I think she is maybe 34. So it was funny because she called herself questioning the boys. And I'm just like, and they were just like
questioning them.
Like, yeah. Like, did you go to college? You know, do you work? Do you know?
Hey, how would you feel if like one of your sons and then his daughter like wanted to date?
It wouldn't happen.
But what if they like did it anyway?
It wouldn't happen.
Then like
because at the end of the day, when we said I do, like, y'all became siblings.
And then eloped.
No, they're siblings now.
And then came back like mom, dad.
No, it would be incest.
He was like siblings. Mama, stepmama.
No.
Stepmama-in-law. Stepmama-in-law.
Tony said, no way. the dynamics to that,
whatever, Papa-in-law.
No, the dynamics to that would be so crazy.
I mean, it
would be literally like.
Let me tell you something. I'll be the first to tell you, I would definitely type up the proposal to VH1 for that reality show.
Oh, wow.
I would definitely do it.
But see, I guess his daughter, by her being the older, she realized that she is, because she's older than my boy. So she's the older sister. And in her way, I think she was just really like trying to say, I need to know who my daddy around, because she definitely spoiled. Tony definitely has spoiled her. He'll say he didn't spoil his kids, but this one is definitely. You got two that's very, very like. I mean, all of them are independent, but Tiana is that baby to her dad. Brandy is the baby, but not as baby-fied.
But let me tell you something. It ain't no wrong with babying your kids. There's not enough black kids out here.
Only Shalonda Parker would call me knowing I'm on the radio.
It's not enough black kids spoiled. So go ahead and do it. I mean, what do we do when we see white kids are spoiled? We just call them privileged.
Right. Sherva said, everyone should have a seat at the table. I want to know that my children are safe when going to their other parents. Discussions need to take place.
Yeah, it does. But I think that initially at first, it should start with the parents. That's it.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying the first meeting, everybody can hold together. But I understand what she's saying, though. You definitely got blended personalities. You bringing in blended kids. I
mean, because what if you get up in there and the kids don't get along?
Hey, Robert. Yeah, that's the thing. What if you do?
Yeah, because I had a foster sister for a while, and my sister and my little brother did not get along. Me and her was cool, but they didn't get along.
That's because your brother was, hey, Karen, glad to see you feeling better. That's because your brother was the baby, and he was like, oh, not only am I not the baby anymore, but then you a girl too?
No. She was older than me.
Oh.
She was older than me.
Well, I don't know what your brother problem. I'm surprised he ain't try to hit on her. You know he like older women.
Well, we were young. He was young, so.
Dion don't care. Your sister-in-law, Melinda.
He don't care if you older, younger, same age, whatever. He don't care.
Right.
He don't discriminate.
So how do you know Steve?
If you got a pulse.
Right.
You got a pulse. You go.
But yes, but at the end of the day, as we were stating that, blended families work. You should not sit back and treat anybody else's kids a different way.
But let me say this. I'm gonna tell you one big thing.
I can do divorces also, Craig, if you're listening. Yeah.
What I'm saying is that I think that when it boils down to blended families, the biggest part, I believe, is the finances. Is because at that point, the step mom or dad, the cliche, they have to take on, a financial. They have to be willing to take on a financial,
Yeah.
financial burden is. Well,
Now,
not
now
burden,
let me
but-
ask you the financial aspect of it. Okay, if you got what is the finance? If the kids are grown in a certain age,
Well, if they're grown, it's
do you still take care
it's
of
different.
them?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, what I'm just saying, like if you and Pastor T met, and then all of a sudden, like your son was in college, and something happened where, hey, he needed help with the tuition or something like that. Let's say it was a few $100s that they were short, or books or something like that.
Right.
I mean, I would feel some type of way if Pastor T was like, "No, that ain't my kid, so I ain't gonna do it." Now, if he didn't have it, he didn't have it. That's a different
Right.
story. Then that's when he need to call Uncle Steve.
And they own daddy did that. They was like, he was like, you want him to go to college? I was like, fool, are you for real?
Right. See, if he called Uncle Steve will figure out a way to get him his butt.
Well, that is our show.
That is our show.
We will be back next Thursday, Christmas week.
That's right.
And then we'll be making some decisions. But
yeah.
Candid Talk Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. Everybody have a great, fabulous weekend, and we will definitely see you next week.
Peace.
Be blessed.
Put you in the mood. We got all damn night. I wanna do this right. Girl, let me set the table. Whatever's on your mind, girl, put that thing aside. 'Cause I'm about to take over.